Hey there, kiddos! Do you all love stories? Today we are gonna deal with an interesting story. So, what you can see over here? A teddy bear, right? Who loves the teddy bear the most? Kids, what do they do with the teddy bear? They play and they consider the teddy bear to be the real persons in their life, and they used to dress them up like whatever they are doing, they do to the teddy bear also. They feed it, they wear the dress for them, and they take it wherever they go. Yes, today we are going to deal with the story of a bear. That is a small bear. So, how do you call a young bear? It is called a cub, right? And before getting into the title, let me ask you a question. So, do you have any interesting idea about how your name is being named after? I too had a story left for that. My name is Sureka Bhargava. I am Sureka, and my name is named after a women entrepreneur named Sureka Bhargava. And as my father has worked for that company, my dad has named me the name Sureka in order to become a very great leader, women leader like her. This is my story, and I do like to hear your story in the comment sections below if you are having an interesting story behind your name. Yes. So yes, and the teddy bear, the bear that takes place in that particular story also possesses a different name, and it is called this little cyclone. So what is a cyclone? A cyclone is nothing but it is a heavy wind. It is a strong wind, right? And it causes what all the distractions and disaster. It is a natural disaster. It makes and it takes a whole lot of people's life, right? So the bear in the story is named as little cyclone, as it has done a very courageous act and a valor, a bravery, and so it was named as Little Cyclone, and it was written by William Temple Harnedy. Now let's discuss the introduction of the author. So William Temple Harnedy, he was an American zoologist, conservationist, taxidermist, and author. So what is he? He is a zoologist. Zoologist is nothing but the one who studies about animals is called a zoologist, and conservationist, one who has love towards the protection of our nature, and they are called as conservationalist. And he was also an author. He was a pioneer in the early wildlife conservation movement in the United States. So pioneer means he is the first to start this wildlife conservation movement. Where? In the United States. And during his lifetime, he has published many books, articles on the need for the conservation of the wild animals. Let's get into the warm-up session now. Okay. So yeah. Why are some animals endangered? So what is the meaning of endangered? Endangered means the animals or the species that are about to extinct. So what does that mean by extinct? They are about to destroy. They are about to move. They are about to wash out from the world. So why are some animals endangered? As they are not taken care of properly, they are called as endangered species and thus they extinct. So why do wild animals from the forest often enter the human living spaces? We are cutting down the trees which is made for the living of animals, and as they lose their home, as they lose their livelihood, as they lose their place, they are coming in search of their home in our place, and thus they enter the human life space. Yes, and are animals happy in wildlife rehabilitation center? We don't. What do you mean by rehabilitation center? A rehabilitation center is a place where these animals are treated or taken care of. Okay, so where will you go if you are not feeling good? You'll go to the hospital, right? So likewise, these animals are being taken care in a center called a rehabilitation center. So the question is, are animals happy in wildlife rehabilitation center? Are they happy? Yes. If yes, how do you say so? Yes, if they maybe they are happy because they are taken care of, and they may not be happy as they can't lead their life in their own, as they are constricted to some of the they're shackled in one particular area, right, in a jungle, right, and so they can't lead their life in a freedom. So the answer may be yes or no. We don't know the answer. We have to ask the animals, and the animals are not like parrots, because the parrots, they speak, right? When we give coaching to the parrot, they converse with us, but the animals, they can't do. So we have to ask the animals. If they speak, we can know whether they are very happy in rehabilitation center or not. Yes. Now let's pass on to the next one. Can a rehab animal survive in the wild? Rehab animal, they are the animals that are being taken care of in the centers. Can they survive in the wild? Obviously they can't. Initially, if you're put into, you are living in, say for example, you are living with the parents, you are living with your parents, okay, and all of a sudden you was put into a hostel. How do you feel? You miss your parents, right? You don't know anything about that new particular place that you are put into, and you don't know anybody over there. So how do you feel? You are left alone. You are like a fish out of the water, right? So this rehab animals, they can't survive in the wild, as they were very much afraid of the predators over there, right? So yes, now let's pass on to the next question. How many types of bear do you think they are there living in the world today? So there are different types of bears that you know: polar bear, giant bear, and you all are very fond of this particular bear called giant panda, right? Yes, and that is actually the different types of bear that are being living in this world. Okay, so if you know some of the bear names of the bear and you're interested in knowing about the bear, let me know in the comment section below. We shall see the story of this grizzly bear in the next session of this video. Okay, so stay tuned for this interesting story.